the big, bad, monster horsepower modified tractors head to the pull-off. The four who have made it this far: Tim Engler's Mission Impossible, John Powell's Powell Special, Mike Piper's Just Add Dirt, John Heilman's Ohio Gold. You talk about an all-star lineup. That's what you have in this pull-off.
I'm going to give you a comparison. These four tractors in a pull-off are equivalent to half the starting field for the Indianapolis 500 going horsepower to horsepower. That's what you're looking at in this sport.
First up, the man who won the national championship a year ago, Tim Engler, Mission Impossible. He'll set the standard the others have to try and beat.
In this sport, you re-pull, the other you pull. Engler was the first out with the Chevrolet combination. He'll set the distance like you say. Then bad boy John Powell's going to go after him. 2:28 and an 11, Scott. That's what they got to beat.
It's a much tougher sled to pull, and we really have no way of knowing right now, Army, just how good or how bad that pull was.
What they did, they added 2,000 pounds dead weight to the sled. A moment ago, they banged it out the back, 2,000 pounds, folding shy.
Here's where we'll find out just how good Engler's pull was. John Powell, the Powell Pulling Special out of Apex, North Carolina.
John Powell grew up around this part of the country. He knows this play, I believe, better than any of these other drivers. If anybody has a niche up on him, it's going to be Powell. This guy can win this thing today on this run, but he's got to do it right now with the Christ Rangers. Look at all the heat coming out of the engine, but Powell's making that horsepower. He does it, goes to the lead.
The white line showed you where Engler was, and he pulled the sled past it. 242.9, outstanding by 14 feet. Powell has gone past the reigning champion in this sport.
You notice all the white smoke coming out of the bottom of the engine. That's overflow or blubber tubes, they call it, but he was just making old-time horsepower there.
Let's find out from John Powell exactly what changes he made before he went to the pull-off.
We moved 100 pounds off of the front to the back because we knew we wasn't going quite as far. The starting line was awful slick, and we thought the one could get the best start would go the furthest.
The distance is 242 and 9 inches. Mike Piper and Just Add Dirt will try to beat it right here.
He said the trick was on the starting line. Piper having all the horsepower he could possibly want, but the starting line's what caught him. Piper close, but no cigar today.
He'll end up in the number 3 spot, at least for the moment, behind both Powell and Engler. 222 and 3 inches for Mike Piper. Let's look at it again, Army.
Again, you see Piper coming out, lifting the front. It settles back down. Piper makes a good run. It's just not going to be good enough to get into this type of competition today. I'm anxious to see what our next puller is going to do. If anybody can figure this track out, it'll be this man right here, John Heilman. Been around this game for a long, long time, Scott.
Real student of it as well. Really studies tracks hard. You'll watch him come out in earlier pulling classes whenever they pull trucks before the tractors. Really studies everybody who hits the track.
He studies this whole track, 300 feet long, about every 10 feet. Let's see what's going to happen. Relying on the Chevrolet engine for horsepower. No, John Powell's going to win with the Chryslers.
Gets the job done from North Carolina. You see the distance for Ohio Gold. That'll put him third. John Powell wins the first modified tractor points pull of 1990. Tim Engler starts out the season in second. Ohio Gold third. Mike Piper ends up in the 4th spot. And Freddie Freeman rounds out the top 5. There it is, the winning pull of John Powell and Powell Pulling. The Monsters are back right after this. Douglas, Army Armstrong, Chris Chapman, and the greatest superstars in monster truck racing today. All with you here on Tuff Trax from the Wood County Fairgrounds, Bowling Green, Ohio. First semifinal, no problem against King Kong. 3 Fords and a Chevy in the semifinal, but a lot of people are going to like the chances of the Chevy to win it all.
Boy, the far side, look at that. Steve Kane is almost this. And now John Moore runs a good race, a little bit out of shape on the end, but Kane's longer wheelbase and more aggressive driving style is going to put him in for the final for the first time in a long time.
I'll tell you, Army, I said a lot of people are going to like the Chevy's chances, but this Ford King Kong is just dominating people. Watch this. And again, remember, No Problem has run very, very strong tonight.
Yeah, John Moore, you know, that's nothing to blink at. But this kid out of Texas, man, is just, like I say, it's like it's a new driver, but it's just a new truck.
King Kong is dominating right now. He has to win one more race. We get a good isolated look at it.
Leaving even though he's got problems with the engine, Scott, he's still going to be a player. He's going to that final.
Just Say No written across the back and a victory in front of him, Steve Kane.
Well, it's going to be short and sweet. Whatever you're doing, just keep doing it.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough finals. I'm just going to go out there and just do the same thing I've been doing all night. Just go out there and hold it wide open.
That's what you're doing, just driving full boogaloo.
That truck won't do no more, Army.
Army, I'll tell you what, main story here is what you were just looking at across his hat. Janky engines, because he has got horsepower.
Yeah, since he teamed up with Janky, he went to the head of the class.
Steve Kane, King Kong, headed for the Monster Smash Final. He'll race either Bigfoot or Equalizer, and what a crucial points battle that's going to be.
What he's doing is showing a tech official from TNT that the engine is okay. There's no major problem. They see the same liquids we do. They're not going to let him run till they're satisfied. They're satisfied. Let's go back to the starting line.
The top two in points for the season. We have documented how John Pyatt in Bigfoot 4 is just trying to stay close so that when Andy Brass brings Bigfoot 8 back on the circuit, he's got a shot to run Equalizer down for the championship. I'll tell you, Pyatt could do Brass no bigger favor than to upset Equalizer right here.
Right now, the Equalizer's got one job to do. He's got to drill Bigfoot on the starting line. Close at half track. Scott, what does it look like?
It's going to be Equalizer on the second half. Bigfoot close fast, but not quite enough. Equalizer holds on for a very, very narrow victory as Greg Holbrook celebrates his 19th birthday and what could have been a real subdued celebration after the races. I'm talking about his birthday party. If he'd have gotten beat here by Bigfoot, they would not have been eating any birthday cake with smiles on their faces.
This right here could be the run. This could be the battle that wins the war for you, because he put Pyatt out of this thing twice tonight in this point chase.
Boy, I'll tell you. So John Pyatt's Bigfoot really gave it an outstanding run, but not enough to track down the rookie sensation driving the World Championship truck. You see an isolation of Greg Holbrook winning it in the Equalizer Chevrolet. He goes to the Monster Smash Final. Army's caught up with both drivers. Let's go to him right now.
Greg, 19th birthday. I've asked everybody around here what you did on your 19th birthday. None of them had the opportunity to do what you're going to do. You going to make any changes, or just going to keep going with it?
We're just going to keep going with it. We got lane choice again. I'm going to run the left lane again. It's been working for us good all night. Truck transmission's beginning to fade a little bit on us. I just hope it holds up one more time.
That might work for you, because he has been running the left lane. You're going to push him over someplace he hasn't been. That could hurt him.
Yeah, I believe he qualified in the right lane, though, and he run pretty good there, so it's going to be a heck of a race.
We'll let you go. Right now, we're going to bring John over here. John, nothing to be ashamed of. You had the acclaimed Bigfoot truck was running awfully good. When you go against this kid, you just got to do that. You got to go.
Yeah, we had definitely held to the floor. The last couple cars and the first set of cars, a little bit rough. It threw me around a little bit, and that's where he got a little bit of advantage. We gave him the best run we could, and it was a good, close race.
Now, you know he's doing what he has to do, because you guys are going to be coming out with that new high-tech truck in a couple of months. He's got to get as many points as he can get now, because you guys are going to be coming like a fast-closing locomotive here.
Yeah, that's my main objective, is to stay as close to him as I can. I try to beat him that run. We came really close, but I want to make it a little bit easier on Andy if I can.
Kind of shadow boxing with him tonight, huh?
Yeah, I'm glad we got the truck to run. You know, Ford Bigfoot ran as well as we could do. I'm glad with it, happy with it.
Everybody working now on their truck for the Monster Smash Final. Last minute preparations on the Equalizer. Owner Gary Cook, his driver Greg Holbrook. The same preparations going on in the King Kong pit. Steve Kane and his crew getting ready for the Monster Smash Final.